What's up, y'all? GoofyRhexxi here, and hope everybody is doing well. And I was perusing through Reddit, and yeah, that's probably the first mistake that I made, right? But I was perusing through Reddit, and I came across this blog, this post, and it got me a little triggered. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's so a lot of you guys know this. I'm not a full-time content creator. I'm a part-time content creator here. I have a day job. I don't know, man. I got 3 young kids, 2 of which are in daycare. Daycare is more than my mortgage. Can I get a witness? It's really insane, right? But the reason why I say that is because a lot of you guys are in the same boat, right? You have your day jobs, you have your stuff that you're doing, and you play Marvel Strike Force. And the screen time in Marvel Strike Force, and this is the post here, not the blog post, but this is a post that was posted by Silver Smurfer. I believe that's how you pronounce that name here. And he talks about screen time and Scopely Let's Talk. I haven't upvoted this yet. Let me upvote it now. But talk about, I like the game. I used to love it, but for the love of God, we need to talk about screen time. Each morning I catch up on my dailies. That's an absolute minimum of 45 minutes to an hour. War days even more. We have Scourge, which I love despite its flaws, and leaderboards. Please scrap leaderboards and make it shorter. I share that sentiment. Tower mode and incoming Cosmic Crucible. This is far too much. I don't devote the time to stay relevant in my top. I can't devote the time to stay relevant in my top 50 alliance, and more I don't even want to try to keep up, feeling myself slipping away again. And I took some time because I like pain, and I did some calculations on how much time I actually spend in Marvel Strike Force on a day-by-day basis, and the numbers were alarming. Also, please do not share this with my wife. Please do not share this with my wife. But I did some screen time calculations here, and it's insane, right? So dailies, farming, store checks, collected energy, right? Like at a minimum, that's 40 minutes a day, right? Just to be able to go through your regular daily check-ins, doing your campaign energy farms, my ISO campaign energy farms, checking my store. I log in every time the store resets, right? So in the morning, I log in after the first time. Then for me, it's at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll log in again, and then I'll log in again at whatever. What's the time? 8 o'clock. And even then, before that, I'm logging in too. But I'm logging in at each store reset time to make sure that I can collect the stuff that I need, because there's a lot of resources. This game is not. The resources are not infinite. They're finite, right? So therefore, I got to log in and make sure that I'm collecting and getting the resources that I possibly can. So at a bare minimum, collecting my energy, spending my energy to make sure that I'm not capped out. That's at least 40 minutes a day. Then we go and shift over to raids, right? So for Doom raids, 45 minutes at a bare minimum I'm spending on Doom raids, right? Because I'm at least doing anywhere between 10 to 12 attacks in Doom raids at a bare minimum. You gotta use up your energy, then you gotta let your energy fill back up and log back in. At a bare minimum, Doom raids save me about 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes I have to. There's certain nodes, right? There was in the tech lanes. Hey, if Silver Surfer ability blocks my Doom, I'm backing out and I'm going back in, right? If I lose, let's say, a beast in the mutant nodes, I'm quitting out and I'm going back in because I don't want to lose him. So I mean, that could take quite some time. If there's crashes, then I have to do the node all over again. So at a bare minimum, 45 minutes to about an hour. Greek raids don't take that long. For the most part, I'm autoing a lot of Greek raids, but it still takes screen time, right? You still got to go in, click, and got to get through it. So it's still 20 minutes that you got to take to be able to do your Greek raids. And I want to say this too, like, this is probably more so if you're a competitive player, you're probably seeing some similarities here. War. Now, I'm not in a super competitive alliance, so my war time is significantly less than probably some of you guys who are super heavy competitive when it comes to war. Our alliance is just very different. We care a lot more about raids than we do about wars. But even then, I mean, to do your 10 war attacks, 5 minutes per attack, right? That's at least 50 minutes when you think about it. I said 30 to 50 minutes. Realistically, I'm like, what am I talking about? It's at least 50 minutes. It's at least an hour every single day to be able to go through and do my war attacks. Sometimes I got to wait on other players to complete their attack. Sometimes I got to figure out, okay, well, what team do I want to use against that team? Because I'm only using 11 teams in war in total. So which teams are the best counter for that? Do I want to save this team, etc., etc.? Things like that I'm making decisions on. Arena, 40 minutes, because it's 25 minutes per attack, but I usually log in the last 15 to 20 minutes before play out to, hey, okay, who's attacking me? Let me see where I should attack. Okay. I'm watching the clock a little bit, and I'm trying to make sure that I can maximize my attacks here. So it's at least 40 minutes for me when it comes to arena, because those last 15 minutes, I'm kind of watching and seeing, if I need to maybe spend 25 cores. I don't always do that, but maybe if I want to stay, maybe if I want to like be in the top 5, because I usually try to be in the top 10. I'm usually kind of fine with that. If I'm at least trying to stay in the top 5, I'm probably going to be watching to make sure that, I'm at least able to stay the number that I want to. Blitzing is a little different. Blitz Sim has changed this quite a bit. So it's more agonizing to log in multiple times to do blitzes, right? So for me, I do about 5 rotations a day if there's an event, and it feels like there's always an event. So it's at least 25 minutes. If it's a Wong Blitz release, right? So the last Wong Blitz, I was doing 8 rotations a day. That's at least 40 minutes a day that I'm spending just doing Blitz rotations in its entirety. So in total, just for gameplay alone, and just to do basic stuff, like the basic stuff that we do every single day, that's a total of 3 hours and 15 minutes. Now, it doesn't stop there, right? Because if you're very competitive when it comes to Marvel Strike Force, there's a lot of other things that you're actually doing as well. So for me, I do a lot of roster managing and planning. For me, that's easily could be another 30 minutes to an hour a day, right? Because I'm figuring out, okay, well, I want to work on this team. I want to work on that team. Okay, well, this last war, this team did not do well. Do I need to invest T4s? Let's figure out exactly where we want to go with our account. How much resource, how much XYZ resource do I have? I have a lot of, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I have a lot of miscellaneous like spreadsheets and stuff where I have like, okay, this is what I have for this mystic gear, and this is orange gear here. This is what I have for mini uniques. This is what I have for this and that, right? So I'm always kind of checking in and do those things on a regular day-by-day basis. So that's at least could be another 30 minutes to an hour. And as a content creator, I'm also probably looking at, okay, what are people talking about, so that I can craft videos that are centered around that. You're not probably doing that, but at least that's happening, right? But then that kind of ties into what we do next, like socials. I'm looking at socials too. I'm looking at the Reddit. I'm looking at the Facebook. Oh God, Reddit can be a cesspool at times, but there can be some good information that's there. There can be some good conversations that happen every now and again. So I do want to see what people are talking about. So you kind of gotta sift through the weeds a little bit to get the quality stuff that's from Reddit. But yes, I mean, I do like to look at the socials. Discord, right? I'm communicating in Discord. I'm responding back to questions. I'm asking questions. I'm interacting with the community, right? You guys are interacting with your community, right? So you're doing this on a regular day-by-day basis as well. So socials take up time. Then there's Dark Dimension, right? So this could be, if you're not sweaty about Dark Dimension, that's probably 5 minutes for you. If you are sweaty, where you're probably trying to like reset nodes, or you're trying to figure stuff like that out, where, okay, I didn't like this attack, I want to go back in. I mean, it could be up to 20 minutes. It could be even longer than that, right? You're probably looking at maybe at a bare minimum, it could be 40 minutes, right? Depending on how hard you're really trying to go. Maybe you want to one-shot some nodes. So Dark Dimension could definitely take quite some time. And then whenever they bring in Avengers Tower, that's at least 45 minutes to an hour a day to be able to climb through Avengers Tower. The first day, maybe not that much, but as you start to get closer to floor 50, floor 60, floor 50, whatever, right? Like that typically tends to take up a lot of time throughout the day. And then soon to come, we got Cosmic Crucible. So while my regular stuff on a day-by-day basis could take 3 hours, maybe less if I'm not doing war that day, I'm doing all the rest of this other stuff, the roster planning and managing the socials, that stuff really could add some time. So you're looking at probably like on at least 3 times a week, right? Excluding Avengers Tower, even excluding Dark Dimension, you're still looking at 4 to 5 hours a day playing Marvel Strike Force, just screen time alone. It is absolutely insane. We got Cosmic Crucible that's supposed to be coming out, or we are anticipating it coming out next patch, right, in patch 6.1. We have Pocket Dimension that shows up every now and again. There's the Scourge event. I think a lot of players really felt the screen time strain with the Scourge event. It was around for a really long time. I understand that it did benefit some players, but it was just another additional screen time crunch when it came to playing Marvel Strike Force. So I don't know. They definitely need to do some things here, in my opinion. Blitz, while it is a problem, based on what I'm seeing right now, I don't think it's the biggest major issue. I think there could definitely be some changes with Arena. I think if there was a way that they changed the Arena system to where you didn't just do your 5 Arena attacks, that you could do your 5 Arena attacks in succession, like all at once, right? As opposed to having to wait 12 minutes to be able to, or 15 minutes to be able to do your next Arena attack. If they change the payout to where Arena is paid, though, you get paid out for Arena at the highest that you climb for that day. So whatever your lowest number was for that day in Arena, highest number in Arena that day, then you get that payout. They've made some changes to War. It has made it a little bit better in terms of being able to attack 4 teams at once. A grade sim, I think, definitely could probably help out with some of the Greek grades. I don't even pay attention to some of these Greek grade notes. I literally go in, I hit auto, and then I know that the note is going to be over soon, right? So some of these things, I think that they could make some changes to, in my personal opinion. A lot of this stuff here, these are things that we choose to do, but obviously we're doing this stuff because we're trying to be better in the game and trying to progress a little bit further. But I think that there are some changes that it could make to some of these game modes that definitely would help us out as players, or at least when you introduce things like Avengers Tower or Cosmic Crucible, change it so that we don't have to do raids or something else on that day to make it a little bit easier. Get away from some of the Blitz releases. I would like to see them lessen those a little bit as well, or change it so that the events aren't as Blitz heavy. I'm even wondering, like, what if they decided to lower the threshold? That was actually a comment that was here, like lower the threshold for Blitz rotation. So right now you can max out and do 8 rotations per day. What if they lowered that to something like 5? What if they lowered it to something like 4? Maybe it would change the screen time a little bit for some players. I don't know. I'm open to some suggestions here, what you guys consider potentially might be a good way to fix some things. I think definitely the raid sim would be a big one to add. Changing the Arena payout method, I think, also would change a little bit of the screen time, because having to log back in multiple times a day just to be able to keep up with Arena can be really, really, really taxing. So curious to know, guys, what your thoughts are. Leave it in the comments. Am I being crazy? Am I overreacting? Maybe I am, but I definitely am feeling the screen time crunch as well. But curious to know what your guys' thoughts are. Listen, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already done so already. Hit the notification bell, guys, so that you guys will know when my videos do go live as well. Check out the links that are down below. Discord, to join the Goof Troop community there. Follow me on Twitch, where I do stream Marvel Strike Force content on a weekly basis, and some other links that are there as well. Patreon, that's another way to support the channel. Also my Amazon coins, if you're looking to save some money here on Marvel Strike Force. That's how I save money in this game, because this game is very expensive. Save up to 20% with Amazon coins, and clicking on that link down below does support the channel as well if you purchase your Amazon coins through that link. So listen, appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you for watching the video. Want to know what your guys' thoughts are again. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. We don't talk about screen time. No, no, no. We don't talk about screen time. But